fuck. And I'm your host, Knuckle Brew the Host, and we're going to be talking about Smackdown from Raleigh, North Carolina this evening. And gotta go ahead and say it, this was an entertaining show. We had mayhem, we had brawling, we had baddies, we had slam poetry and raps tonight. This show was pretty entertaining. I don't have much to complain about on this evening. We had a couple matches here and there that I didn't really care about, but show pretty solid. I mean, we start off with Drew and Jacob. They have a car crash. I mean, a two vehicles crashing into each other. So, and the thing about this is, Drew it gets out of the car and he takes the windshield out of the car and pulls Jacob out of there and just giving them lefts and rights on top of the hood. This was great. This show started off really hot. And the thing about it is, they kept going from the car crash. So we go back into the arena. Drew has the microphone. He says, "What do you think? I'm just going to sit here and wrestle? Guys, you owe me this." And then Nick Aldis comes back out here. He gives Drew what for, talking about, "What do you mean we owe you nothing? You just ungrateful. You self-sabotage everything that you do, Drew. You didn't want to defend the title when you had it. Now you're out here crying about you missed the title." He's kind of right. But he did screw Drew out of that title. That's just neither here or there. But Jacobs comes out here, a bloody mess, runs out to the middle of the ring, and they're brawling again. They just got into a car crash. We didn't see Flo. We didn't see Jake from State Farm. They don't even wait for the police report. They get right back to the ring, and they're just throwing more lefts and rights. And I mean, Jacob sitting up here giving Drew the business. Next thing you know, they clear off the announce table, rolling Drew on there. The security geeks come there, and they try to get Jacob out of the arena. Jacob ain't having it. He comes right back and splashes right on top of Drew on the announcement table. This was a very hot start to this show. The house was very entertained. And I knew we were not going to have this match after we saw all this. These folks just had a car crash. So these folks ain't wrestling tonight. So they just brawling and just keep on brawling. Again, a hot start. And the weirdest thing about this is we just had a car crash on Wednesday on Dynamite. So, and we had that weird coincidence where WWE says they have people watching AEW weekly. Oh, there you go. We got a single car crash on Dynamite. We're gonna just do you one better. Two people, we're gonna wreck two cars. We're gonna kill your show immediately. There you go. WWE is just sitting here, just the counter programming never stops with these people. So yes, after that, we had R-Truth and Damian Priest versus MFT for the tag titles. I wasn't really interested in this match. The match was actually pretty good. And we get a surprise. R-Truth and Damian win. The biggest thing coming out of this before they get the win, of course, you had the Y6 come there to mess with MFT, trying to get the lantern back. They didn't get that. But Uncle Howdy comes out there, gives Solo the mandible claw, distracts Cobb and Tamatonga just enough for Damian Priest and R-Truth to come there and get the win. Truth gets the pin. He hits the AA on Jeff Cobb, and we get the win. So, yeah, we have new tag team champions probably going to more than likely hold these things to Mania. I'm expecting that we're going to have a multi-team tag match and Mania for these belts. But, yes, we have Truth and Damian for the tag titles. Now, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm not really big on them being a tag team, but yet we're here. So they want to come in and give us some surprises before Mania. I don't see how that's going to move the needle like they think, but we'll see where it goes, because when it comes to the tag titles on Raw and SmackDown, creative does not want us to care about it because they do not care about it. I'm sitting up here, I want to care about it, but we watch this and There's no life in the tag divisions. They gave it all to the women, and all the single players that are supposed to be going for championship gold in the women's division are in the tag division now. And you see it suffer on both shows. But that's where we are with the women's tag. The men's tag, they are dead in the water on both shows. We ain't seen the Street Profits in ages. No one cares to see MFT and Y6 keep going at it every week. We got the Usos who have the belt on Raw, and they never compete with them. But we're going to see them on Monday going against the Vision, who they've been going against for a year straight now. That's neither here or there, but that's where we are. The tag division is dead. But yes, we have new tag champions on SmackDown. So after this, they interview Sami Zayn, who's just so conflicted these days. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know who to take advice from. He's trying to put over Cody for being this great man, like he's just Superman walking on water. And then he's trying to put over Randy. He says, who I look up to, but I don't know what to do because Randy does this and Cody does that. And I don't know what I need to do, where I need to go so I can elevate. I'm going to tell you this right now, Sami Zayn. We do not care. We do not. They trying to make you interesting. You, sir, are duller than dishwater. And they trying to make you interesting. They need to go ahead and have this heel turn because you as a face is finished, my guy. It's done. We do not care to see Sami Zayn up here having this conflict of interest. So unless you're finna go help Randy win that title at WrestleMania against Cody, or you're going to show that you beat up Jey Uso, or you knocked out Jacob Fatu's teeth, Sami Zayn, you are not an interesting character at all. And they're trying to make you interesting with Trick Willie. So Trick Willie comes in talking his good shit. And you know, every time Trick Williams gets around Sami Zayn, he wants to roast his ass. And it's very interesting. It's fun. Trick come there with all the juice. Sami Zayn, boring. Trick come there with the juice. And the biggest thing that Trick said from this, he says, when life give you lemons, you get your lemon pepper steppers. Yes, it's got over. Lemon pepper steppers is over now. I don't care what no one tells you. They might try to say he doesn't have that much charisma. F that. That statement is over. Trick Williams is completely over now. He just needs to wrestle some more in the ring. The intro music is there. The acting is there. The whole presentation is there. The thing about it, we just need to see him wrestle some more. That kid's going to be in the main event. He's already pretty much there. And they got him feuding with Sami Zayn. And the worst thing they could do to Trick Williams is to have him lose to this haluva kick merchant in Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. If they do it, the Hawks is going to be pissed. We cannot have Trick Williams, who got this mega push going, dealing with Sami Zayn, who's up here conflicted and don't know what the fuck to do with his life, but he gonna come up here and go infect Trick Willie with that bullshit. We're not gonna have it. Not gonna have it. We will not have it. This Sami Zayn stuff needs to go ahead and get out of here because we got to deal with this next year when we go to Saudi. So whatever that is, they got a year to do it. They can get Sami Zayn up out of Trick Williams' face. Get him gone. We got juice over here. Get him gone, man. Kick him with a lemon pepper stepper. Get him out the way. So after that, we have another tag match. We have Fraxium going against Motor City Machine Guns. Both of these people got no pop. No pop. And that just shows you that the tag division is dead. These guys are good. Both teams are good. But the tag team division is so lifeless that both of these teams got no pop from the Raleigh crowd. They could care less. And I was right there with them because they do not care about tag team wrestling anymore. So, excuse me, Motor City Machine Guns ends up winning the match. They get help from Candice LeRae. Now, this is the weird thing about this. No one understands why Candice LeRae helped Motor City Machine Guns. Because before this even kicked off, I forgot to get to the segment. We had another Danhausen segment. So Danhausen is up here right next to Candice LeRae and Joey Gargano. And I promise you, this Gargano sad thing, I think it's a humiliation ritual, but that's a whole different subject. So yeah, Gargano's up here planking on top of one of these production boxes, sad as hell. So Candice LeRae talks to Danhausen and says, "Can you fix him? I know you curse people, but can you fix him?" Danhausen says, "Do you have 20 American knocks?" And she says, "Yeah." She gives Danhausen the $20. He's like, "Yeah." You know what he does? He disappears. Danhausen is out of here. Danhausen robbed Candice LeRae. Straight robbed her immediately and got out of Dodge. So Danhausen, he doesn't wrestle, he curses people, and he robs you. This man is crazy. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm not a fan of Danhausen, but these antics like this, he robbing people now. You might have a fan in me. You might do it. I don't care nothing about you shooting out t-shirts. I don't care about kissed. I don't care about kissed. But if you up here being very evil like this, you robbing people, and you thought you was gonna get she wanted your help, Danhausen. She needed you, Danhausen. And you know, and what you do? You rob her. She wanted some help with her husband. Danhausen said, "Fuck that. Give me that money and I'm out of here." So yeah, there you go with Danhausen. So yes, Candice LeRae, she goes out there to help Motor City Machine Guns win. I guess it's got something to do with Axiom's mask again. I don't know. Don't care. Whatever. So after this, we had Alistair, and Alistair Black goes against Sami Zayn. Like I just prefaced you before, Sami Zayn was up there beefing with Trick Willie. Trick Willie came out there and he watched the match. And the biggest thing from this is Alistair Black ends up winning. But Trick Williams is up here dancing, gyrating on top of the announce table and kept distracting Sami Zayn. Like Sami just up here just acting very stupid. Like, why are you paying this big old man mind out here? He up here dancing on the table. You got a threat right here in the fucking ring with you, Sami Zayn. But you up here worried about Trick Williams dancing on the table. Don't make no sense. And you know what Alistair Black does? He takes advantage of it. He hit Sami Zayn with one of the nastiest black masks that you'll come around. Kicked the taste out of his mouth and hit him for the 1, 2, 3. And to add insult to injury, before he caught that black mask, Trick Williams threw the drink on him. I mean, the ultimate act of disrespect. You dancing while this man's wrestling, you throw a drink on top of him, and this man get his teeth kicked in by Alistair Black. Beautiful. Anytime Sami Zayn getting his butt whooped, the house loves it. And he's a good wrestler, boring as hell. I'm tired of boring people on my television. I don't care if he's conflicted. I don't care if he don't know what to do. I do not care. Give him less screen time. Give that screen time to people who actually need it. People who are in the main event and keeping it pushing. So yes. So we interject again going back to MFT. Solo is pissed. He's up there just reading them their rights. Talking about that's our route to WrestleMania. You costed our trip to WrestleMania. I mean, they talking about we'll get it back. We'll get the lantern back. And next thing you know, Tama Tonga comes up and he bows up strong. He says, "Solo, ever since you had that lantern, you haven't been acting right. You've been acting like Roman." So Solo sits up there and looks at him like, "What you say to me?" He said, "I say you acting like Roman." The next thing you know, Drew and Jacob come out of nowhere, throwing hands back there backstage, hitting the steel door, and they're just woo, 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 woo. And I mean, they just steady going in. I told you, folks brawled all night, and then nothing but blood just going everywhere, just pure destruction. It was ugly, and that's not even the last of it. So we get to our number one contender. We get to Randy Orton. And he comes out here. These fans refuse to boo Orton. They refuse. This man brutalized Cody Rhodes last week. And the fans are cheering it on. They refuse to boo Randy Orton. And I'm right there with them. Why would I boo this man? For what? We are tired of Cody Rhodes winning so much. Randy Orton could get 15 from me. He can get number 15. The thing about it, Cody Rhodes is not interesting anymore. They keep giving us Cody Rhodes as Superman, the golden boy. He's the American nightmare. You're damn right it's a nightmare. We are tired of you up here in front of our screen. The only reason you could be interesting if you have that title in your hand. And that is sad. And I blame creative. I don't blame Cody Rhodes for that. But this is not a Cody Rhodes segment. Back to Randy Orton. Like I said, he comes out there. He's trying to cut this promo to just get people to get ultimate heel heat. These fans couldn't give a damn about that. We are not booing you, Randy. Randy says, I came out here all these years and I'm up here signing these posters for kids on their birthdays, and it makes my day, and those smiles. You know what he come there and says? He says, my legacy is going to be the gold around my waist, not the happiness of you people. I don't need you people. The classic heel type stuff. But it don't work for you, Randy. You are a 20-plus year veteran in this game. You haven't had a championship in years. These people want you to save us from Cody Rhodes. These people will not boo Randy. But I'm going to tell you, the house has an idea for that. I say change his theme music. That's the only way he's going to get booed. If you change that theme from voices, I promise you, the next city that sees Randy Orton, they're going to boo the WWE out the room. I mean, they won't stand for it. And therefore, it's going to catch the heat on Randy Orton because they're going to say, why you change the music, Randy? You let them Def Rebel you, Randy? You a veteran, Randy. You a GOAT, Randy. Why you let them change your music like that, Randy? There you go. If you want to boo Randy Orton, WWE, I gave you to you for free. The host gave you the idea for free. Change his music from voices and give it some BS Def Rebel noise. I promise you that they will boo Randy Orton out of the fucking building. I promise you that. So yeah, after the promo, Randy goes in there and he ends up running into Matt Cardona. Why was Matt Cardona in the way? He's sitting up there. He said, "I don't like what you're doing, Randy. I don't like what was that about? What happened last week?" And Randy comes up there and just goes to a tirade. He calls that man, "You old indie geek, man. What you need to go play with some toys or something? Mark ass stooge." I mean, sitting there just reading Matt Cardona his rights and beats the living hell out of him. And that's not it. We get to that something else later. But Randy just snaps and just gives him the business back there. Why'd you back there, Matt? Don't talk to me. He said you wouldn't understand. You're right, I don't understand. Because that ass woman Matt Cardona just had, I don't understand it. He didn't deserve it. I'm glad it happened, but he didn't deserve it. So yes, after this, Jelly Roll comes out. So Jelly Roll is the moral compass of the WWE. He's trying to save Randy Orton's soul. So if you know anything about Jelly Roll, he came from rapping. Now he gives you gospel country mix. So yeah, this is like Jelly Roll coming in like he's the Pope, like he's a priest. He's up here for to save Randy Orton from his sins. So he comes in, he gets up there and talks that good stuff. He says, "Man, I cannot believe you lost yourself, Randy, and I can't recognize you, Randy." And Randy's like, "I know, man. It's just sometimes the voices get to talking to me, man." He like, "You know what? We can fix that, Randy." He talking to Randy like he finna go give him a baptism. He like, "Man, we can get that changed. We can go talk to Cody. We can rectify it and everything, man." He said, "I love you, man." And Randy said, "I know, man. I love you too, man." So yes, Jelly Roll is sitting up here about to come here and try to save Randy Orton's soul. That's where we are. That's where we are. So yes, I'm thinking the Hawks is up here thinking, ain't no way they finna go give a face turn that just happened from last week. We just baptized Cody in blood. So Jelly Roll finna come up here and baptize Randy Orton in WWE water. No, we ain't gonna have that. Nope. We come back to that later. So yes, we get to the Rhea and Jade segment. Now, I said last week that I want Rhea and Jade, other than talking, I need them to do some feats of strength. I want them to see them arm wrestle. Let's play tug of war. Let's throw a shot put. Hell, let's do the hammer throw. anything would be better than seeing these two women do a promo battle. I promise to God, because they are both terrible at talking. Beautiful women, terrible at talking. So I don't need them talking. They won't be talking about who's strong out here. Well, guess what? We know who's strong out here. Let's see some strength. Let's see it. But this actually ended up being interesting. So Jay comes out first. Come out there, she's talking that same shit. She's gonna tell you that she's that bitch. She's gonna forever be that bitch. But she put a little spin on it. Put a little spin on it. She says, I don't need no titles out here. I don't need no rings out here. Oh, forgot to tell you, Rhea's out here at this point. I didn't care about it anyway, but Rhea's coming out here. She said, I don't need no ring. I don't need this belt. And I don't need these fans. She said, I ain't coming to make no friends. She came in here to make money. Yeah, they got Jade out here sounding like CM Punk. That's where we're at these days. Punk is a face saying this, but Jade is the ultimate heel saying this. No creativity in this company. But yes, this is where we're at. So Rhea comes in here. She says, well, you say you didn't come in to make any friends. You damn sure made sure you ain't doing that. He said, I need that title, Jade. I need that title. And blah, blah, blah. But yes, but guess, here comes the interesting part. B-Fab and Michin come out. And what I tell you is, they come in, they're looking at Jade like they finna corner Jade, and Rhea up there just buffing up off some strong stuff. That ain't what happened, no. What happens is Michin comes in there, hits Rhea with a kendo stick. B-Fab jumps on Rhea. Then we get Jade coming in. She just snickering, just laughing real good. Got the crazy smile going, nasty snickering smile, looking like a evil genius. After they up there beating on Rhea, we get the Jaded by Rhea, and it just came off just like, wow, perfect. Had raised Rhea up, and wham! Man, this was great. And so this is gonna piss the AEW fans off. Because I'm like, oh, you stole that idea from us. You stole it. Jade had the baddies in AEW. Nobody cares about that. You don't have Jade Cargill now. You don't have her. So yeah, they got the baddies here in the WWE. I will call them the Thunder Baddies because the storm is coming. So yeah, I call them the Thunder Baddies. But yes, B-Fab and Michin, they went heel, and here we are. We got Jade with a faction going into WrestleMania against Rhea. They're going to probably have EO come out there to help Rhea. They got to keep Triple H, got to keep Rhea looking strong. She can't lose clean. Whatever that means, she can't lose clean, though, because God forbid that Jade Cargill looks like the ultimate monster by beating the most over woman in the country, in the company. We need that, though. But I say this. If this faction keeps their belt around Jade Cargill's waist, I'm for it. I don't care. I don't care how she wins. She needs to win. A Rhea championship reign does not need to happen right now. It'd be forced. They have no plans for her. They just put the belt on her, and she'll be sitting with their belt just like Jade Cargill is. At least Jade Cargill got a faction that makes her interesting. Rhea Ripley as a face sucks. And you heard it here. I say she sucks as a face. She needs to be a heel. Like bring back Judgment Day Rhea. I'm cool with that. Because her as a face, she can't talk. She sucks at speaking. And faces have to talk. And they have to talk a lot. She could just sit up there and decimate you as a heel. So yes, unless Rhea Ripley's going to go full heel, you give her the belt then. I do not care to see a Rhea Ripley face championship reign at all. It's going to look like Tiffany Stratton's last year. It's going to look like Rhea this a little while ago, like a year and a half ago. It's not interesting. It's boring as fuck. The show is called Over as fuck. So we don't want to see any boring stuff out here. So yes, Jade, B-Fab, and Michin, we have the faction. Let's have some fun with it. Let loose. Let these ladies have some fun. Let's cook. So yes, that was one of the most interesting sets of the night. After this, we had Carmelo defend his U.S. title against Ilya Dragunov. Again, we have seen this umpteen times. It's always a great match because they are a great pairing. But I am sick of seeing it. I've had my fill. That's like my fat ass have been eating too much ice cream. I've had my fill of Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov wrestling right now. They can come back to this later, but I've had my fill of it. It's a great meal, but we need a different plate. We need a different plate. So Melo retains after a good match with Ilya. There you go. And after that, we had probably the most interesting part of the night. We had Kit Wilson and Jelly Roll. So Kit comes out here, he calls out Jelly. Jelly comes out to his music, and Kit Wilson, he said, we're going to do some slam poetry. I mean, the roast is simple. Go call him formerly fat. Says Ozempic works. Says he can't see his dick. Call him Little Willie. So Jelly Roll retorts and says, I don't need to see my Willie. Your mama does it for me. He says, you want to talk about me? Call him fat. He said he had his belly on his mama's back. So yes, this was back and forth, very fun, very good, entertaining segment. I recommend you go see this segment. If you don't watch anything else from SmackDown this evening, go watch Kit Wilson and Jelly Roll. I am very invested in it. I'm ready to see it at WrestleMania. I don't care what they do. It's going to be interesting, whatever they do. Because on these wrestling shows, they try to overload us with wrestling. No, I need that comic relief. This Jelly Roll is the perfect celebrity for this. They want to try this with Travis Scott last year. It fell flat. Jelly Roll loves wrestling. So that's why this works. Jelly Roll, Kit Wilson, more of it on my TV. Throw Danhausen in there. Throw R-Truth in there. I don't care. Give me some juice. It's fun. Kit Wilson, Jelly Roll is worth your time. Go look at that skit, segment, whatever you want to call it. Slam poetry versus the rap. It was fun. Very fun. So after this, we had the Irresistible Forces in the main event versus the Bella Twins for the tag titles. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this right now. I was scared for this match because the Bella Twins, they're not interesting for 2026. I was scared they're going to put those belts on the Bella Twins before WrestleMania and try to think they're going to sell some tickets or get some ESPN subscriptions. I'm going to tell you this right now. The Bella Twins ain't moving units for you like that. I don't care if they're in the Hall of Fame. No one wants to see these older women. I don't care if they do look good. No one wants to see them because they can't really wrestle like that. Nikki Bella's okay. I watched Brie doing this match. Brie is awful. And they'll say, oh, she got ring rust. I don't care nothing about that. She been off TV for 2 months. We ain't seen her since Sister Rumble. Like, them kicks were so ineffective. I mean, I feel like I was watching Pokemon and say, not very effective. Those kicks were terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't want to see it no more. But yes, we get that. The Irresistible Forces, they retain because Charlexa came out mid-match, distracted, sat at ringside. Next thing you know, they're attacking the Bellas because from last week. So we had a no contest. I'm glad. Keep them belts on the Irresistible Forces at least to Mania because these women look imposing. They're big, strong women, and you're gonna have the Bella Twins beat them. Disrespectful. I mean, absolutely atrocious. If the Bella Twins gonna get the titles this year, it shouldn't be from them. It shouldn't be from the Irresistible Forces, and it shouldn't be by pinning them. If they're gonna win a title, they better win a ladder match. Excuse me. Or they better pin somebody else. Because Lash Legend shouldn't be. I don't care if they're all Hall of Famers. Look at them. Look at the Bellas, and you look at the Irresistible Forces. Them women ain't beating up nobody. They sure ain't beating them no Irresistible Forces in no real fight. Make it look good. Man, ain't nobody believing that the Bella Twins beating them. So they believe you if you beat your Alexa. Maybe not Charlotte, but Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, smaller than Brie, smaller than Nikki. You could believe that. I cannot believe if Brie Bella up here pins Lash Legend. Can't believe it. It's terrible. Can't believe it. So I'm glad it's in the no contest. It worked. So next week they got Charlexa, a name I hate, versus the Bella Twins. I guess for the #1 contendership, whatever. I don't care nothing about that. Whatever. So End of the night, we got two last segments here. We got Randy coming out. He says he's going to apologize. So he comes out. He calls Matt Cardona out. Matt comes back to the ring. Randy comes in and said, I'm sorry, man. Can you forgive me? I apologize for my actions. I got to apologize to Cody next week. So I got to make it right with you right now. So he apologized. They hug it out. Nice, strong bro hug. Man, Randy stepped back, kick him in the dick, hit him with the RKO. Matt Cardona's out. So Randy's going out here, throwing Matt Cardona outside the ring. The security geeks coming out for him. The same ones that couldn't stop Fatu earlier. You think they're going to stop Randy Orton? They sure couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. So, yes, they come out here. He puts Cardona, puts him on the table. And he's getting ready to get the steel steps again, like he did to Cody last week. You want to put Cardona ahead of them steel steps. The security guards, they get a hold of Randy, and Nick Aldis comes out like, think about what you're doing, Randy. Think about your future. Don't do it, Randy. Don't do it, Randy. So Randy's up there giving you the conflicted look, holding the head. The voices are talking. And next thing you know, he just throw these geeks out the way, gets Cardona back in the ring, gets a steel chair, he puts Cardona's arm in the chair, in between the chair, and he's about to stomp him out. The security geeks come in right back again to stop him. So yeah, we think it's over. We really think it's over. Randy like, nah, it's not over. He lets loose, stops Cardona's arm in that chair. You just shattered him. Just shattered that arm. I don't know if they're going to write Cardona off for a while. We don't care because Cardona's a jobber. But anyway, Randy has just decimated Matt Cardona. And they're really trying to sell us this heel point. These people are still yelling, Randy, Randy, Randy. These people are not going to boo Randy Orton. They're not going to do it. They are not. So WWE, holler at your boy. You just shout it out when you do it. Change Randy Orton's theme music. That's the only way it's going to happen. These people are going to boo Cody Rhodes next week. They're going to boo Cody out the building next week because they're rocking with Randy. So please do not try to bring him out here beating up another jobber next week. The fans do not care about Matt Cardona. They liked it when he came back doing the John Cena tour. He came out of Zack Ryder with the woo, woo, woo. Now he come in here, he wrestles from time to time. He's wrestling with Apollo Crews on main event. No one cares. So you can go decimate how many other jobbers you want. If you really wanted people to care, have Randy Orton destroy Sami Zayn. That might actually do something. That might do something. Hey, Sami Zayn might come and want to fight with Randy like Mishin and B-Fab just did with Jay. Jay been beating their ass for weeks, well, really months. So yes, if you want to make somebody actually care for some heel heat, try Sami Zayn. Make Sami Zayn a pinata for Randy Orton. Let him punt kick him a couple times. That might be fun. But yes, the last segment of the night, we got Drew and Jacob up here fighting on a scaffolding in a building adjacent to the arena. And they just throwing lefts and rights on the scaffolding on the stairwell. And they're outside the safety part of the scaffolding. And it's just ugly. You're just waiting on something tragic to happen. And they just headbutts and more lefts and more rights. The next thing you know, the security geeks and Nick Aldis come out there like, Drew, Jacob, stop, be careful, stop. These folks fall off the scaffolding and they're behind a fence. They're just falling down, so you don't see where they land. You don't know how high up they were. You just know you just see them careening from the scaffolding. So we fade to black, and that's how they end the show. So we're actually worried about those two guys' well-being, but they beat the literal shit out of each other all night. So yes, we got the mayhem all night. We got the new faction for Jade and the Baddies, the Thunder Baddies. We had Randy Orton decimating Matt Cardona. He up here trying to get preached to by Jelly Roll. It didn't work. Jelly Roll out here rapping against Kid Wilson. Yes, this show strong. I'm bullish on it. I'm not saying I'm that excited for WrestleMania just yet, but this show was strong, fun. They need to continue next week. We got Raw on Monday. Be just as fun. Be fun. You let Punk get beat by Roman Reigns, or you let Punk beat Roman Reigns up a little while. I don't know. I don't care. We got Oba coming in with Brock again. I can't wait for Monday. Let's just see what they got cooking. This has been another episode of Over as Fuck, and I'm your host, Knuckle Buddha Hoss. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm going to leave you with this. Even if you are down on your luck, that does not mean that you cannot be over as fuck. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.